Hello and welcome to Nimbus Defence Academy. Myself Ritika Rana, and today we are going to talk about what is VAT, that is WAT test in your psych test in SSB. So word association test. If we break down each word, this test demands how well will you associate your own personality with the word that is shown to you on the screen, right? सो जो भी आपको वर्ड दिखेगा उससे आप कैसे अपनी पर्सनालिटी को एसोसिएट कर कर रिस्पॉन्स लिखेंगे ऑन योर डोजियर शीट, दैट इज व्हाट इट इज टेस्टिंग. सो ईच वर्ड विल बी शोन टू यू फॉर 15 seconds ओनली. 60 वर्ड्स करने हैं आफ्टर TAT immediately. That means your mind is already tired, so you will not fake it in your psych, right? So immediately after TAT this test will be conducted, and in that there is 60 words. Each word will be shown to you on your screen for 15 seconds, and in those 15 seconds only you have to write your response. So effectively एक तरीके से हमें सिर्फ 12 seconds मिले, क्योंकि 15 सेकेंड में हमें देखना भी है, वर्ड समझना भी है, तो 2-3 सेकेंड उसी में लग जाएंगे, and then we will write a response. So हमें स्पीड पे बहुत ज़्यादा ध्यान देना है. Then what are the things that we have to keep in mind while writing the responses? Many candidates, after many attempts of SSB, after many failed attempts, they realize there are so many guidelines which you should avoid before writing your PAT responses. So please understand, before going to the SSB itself, these are the important guidelines. First is no fact. The psych officer there does not want to know how knowledgeable of a person you are. He wants to know what is the personality, what are the deeper thoughts that you are carrying inside of you. So no fact. Agar for example there is a word called, for example sun, so you will not write sun rises from the east, or it is the largest star in Milky Way galaxy. उसका कोई लॉजिक नहीं बना, उससे मुझे आपकी पर्सनालिटी तो नहीं पता चली, बस ये समझ आएगी ठीक है इसने कहीं पढ़ा होगा ये फैक्ट और वो लिख कर आ गया, ठीक है, उसके कोई मार्क्स नहीं है इन साइड टेस्ट. Second is advices. Much funny thing है ये in India that people without even asking for it they give advices. So you should not be one of those people. You have to avoid giving the advices in your VAT responses. That means you have to avoid should, could, can be, maybe, all those things in your sentences. Third is no negative, and fourth is no blank. So negative and blank is like a sin in WAT. नेगेटिव तो आप बिल्कुल नहीं लिखेंगे और ब्लैंक भी आप बिल्कुल नहीं छोड़ेंगे. 60 on 60 करनी है. इसमें SRT की तरह आपके पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है कि आपको 40, 45, 50 करनी है. इसमें द डिमांड इज यू हैव टू डू 60 on 60, ठीक है. एंड देन लेटर ऑन नो idioms, phrases and quotes. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ऑनेस्टी आ गया तो ऑनेस्टी इज द बेस्ट पॉलिसी, वी ऑल नो दैट, ठीक है, दिस इज द वेरी फेमस सेइंग. बट उसके अलावा आपकी पर्सनैलिटी अगेन इज क्वेश्चन मार्क अगेन. नो यूज ऑफ ही, शी, दे एंड नेम्स. सो he was a very honest man. She likes watching the sun. She likes watching sunrise, sunset, etc. These are the things जिससे कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, आप लिख भी दोगे, ठीक है. आपकी पर्सनैलिटी फिर नहीं समझ आएगी और साइक ऑफिसर फिर आपको पास नहीं करेगा. तो you have to avoid these things, ठीक है. You can use different form of word like garden का gardening बना दिया without changing the meaning of it. Without changing the meaning of the word, you can use different forms of those words. Honest का honesty बना दिया, garden का gardening बना दिया, rise का rising बना दिया. ये सब कुछ आप यूज कर सकते हो without changing the meaning. So these are some of the example of PAT. हमने देख लिया कि हमें क्या क्या नहीं लिखना है, पर लिखना क्या है, किस तरीके से एक पर्सनैलिटी बेस्ड रिस्पॉन्स, एक्शन ओरिएंटेड रिस्पॉन्स, पॉजिटिव रिस्पॉन्स लिखना है. You will understand some of it through these examples. For example, अगर honest आ गया है तो personality based, maybe for me, I feel like honest का मतलब है कि honesty in work. So if you're honest while doing your work, मैं उस पर एक सेंटेंस बना सकती हूँ कि honesty in efforts lead to better results, or honesty in relationships strengthen bonds. Sorry. Maybe if I have good friends, if I have good bonds in life, maybe मेरे लिए क्या हो सकता है कि ऑनेस्टी एक प्रिंसिपल है जो कि एक रिलेशनशिप को स्ट्रेंथन करता है. तो वट एवर पर्सनली यू फील, दैट इज योर थॉट, पर्सनली व्हाट यू फील, दैट इज योर पर्सनैलिटी, वो आपको रिस्पॉन्सेस लिखने हैं विद दोज वर्ड्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नेगेटिव वर्ड्स आते हैं सुसाइड. ना सुसाइड कैसे कम कर सकते हैं, ये सब कुछ, मेंटल हेल्थ, स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन, ऑल दोज थिंग्स आर वेरी नेगेटिव things. You should not even write those things in your responses. So what are the expectations from you? Suicide पे लिख सकते हो शायद, not working hard is suicidal for aims. ठीक है. Again, suicide का मतलब क्या, literal meaning क्या है, अपने हाथों से किसी चीज को मारना. So if I'm not working hard, maybe that is the suicide I'm doing for my aims in life. So again, you have to construct those responses according to the pillar of your personality. What are the things that you like, dislike, what are the things you cannot compromise on, what are the beliefs, principles, morals of your life, all those things. And trust me, in those 60 words आपकी personality और आपके underlying thoughts मुझे समझ आ जाएंगे. So this is it from my side today. I hope you liked the video and I hope I was able to help you out to understand what exactly is the VAT. We will meet in the next video where we will talk about how to generate fast responses of VAT. Thank you. Jai Hind. Hello and welcome to Nimbus Defence Academy. Myself Ritika Rana, and today we are going to talk about what is situation reaction test in your SSB. So SRT, commonly known as or situation reaction test. It is the third test in your psych dossier. after your WAT. So that means you are already done with your TAT and your WAT, and the third test which will happen in time manner will be your SRT. Alright, so 60 SRT will be given to you. A separate paper first of all will be given to you. Us separate paper pe you have to read all those situations and simultaneously write your responses in your side dossier. Here you will be given 60 minutes, so ideally meaning 30 seconds for each SRT. But there is one instruction which is not applicable to WAT or not applicable to TAT, but just SRT, is to do the maximum SRT, which means आप WAT और TAT में कुछ ब्लैंक नहीं छोड़ सकते, पर SRT में आपके पास एक इंस्ट्रक्शन है कि आपको मैक्सिमम करना है बिकॉज ऑफ द टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट. So what is the magic number of SRT? Out of 60 it is said if you do 45, so एक साइक ऑफिसर को आपका कहीं ना कहीं अप्रॉक्सीमेटली समझ आ जाएगा the kind of personality that you can. So you have to keep in mind, you have to maintain a speed, you have to maintain the sense of time also. ठीक है, you are already tired because you have done 2 rigorous tests, so SRT becomes challenging. But let me tell you, these are something जो हम daily basis पे हम सोचते हैं, हमने सुन लिया या कुछ हो रहा है, तो ऐसा कुछ out of the box नहीं होगा. Again, your creativity, your resourcefulness, your imagination, you have to focus on the positive. All those things you have to maintain throughout your SSB. So, do the maximum in a sequence. That means, जब उन्होंने बोल दिया कि आप maximum कीजिए, आप अगर 45 भी करें, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप first 10 करें, फिर last 10 करें, बीच में blank छोड़ दें. That will create a doubt in the psych officer's mind कि बीच के blank की छोड़े. ऐसा क्या चीज थी जो इस SRT से स्पेसिफिकली ही वाज रनिंग अवे. तो आपको ये चीज दिमाग में रखनी है कि आपको एक सीक्वेंस में विदाउट लीविंग अ ब्लैंक फर्स्ट 45, फर्स्ट 50, फर्स्ट 60, फर्स्ट 55 करने हैं, राइट. योर रिस्पॉन्सेस हैज टू बी लॉजिकल, प्रैक्टिकल, पॉजिटिव एंड बैलेंस्ड. ठीक है, कोई भी एक्सट्रीम एंड नहीं चूज करेंगे. कोई प्रॉब्लम में है तो उसको इग्नोर करके नहीं भागेंगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम में नहीं है तो अननेसेसरी प्रॉब्लम नहीं क्रिएट करेंगे. सो एक बैलेंस्ड इंसान जिस तरीके से रिस्पॉन्स देता है इन डेली लाइफ, वही चीजें आपको SRTs में लिखनी है. सो डू नॉट राइट फुल सेंटेंसेस एंड शो योर OLQs. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि ऑलरेडी बहुत सारी SRTs हैं करने के लिए. ही विल डू दिस एंड देन लेटर ऑन ही विल गो देयर एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. डोंट यूज फुल सेंटेंसेस, you have to write in commas, which we will see in the next slide. And later on also understand that this is also a test where where your personality is being showcased. तो उस चीज को दिमाग में रखते हुए your responses has to be very logical, somewhere officer-like responses. Also do not use don't get into the usage of if. If he gets suspended, then I'll do this. If he doesn't get suspended, then I'll do this. No, you have to take one path, decide one path. You have to be very decisive of your action and just do that, right? So these are some of the examples of SRT. You have to write in commas. You can pause the video and understand these SRT. And also, for example, in specifically this SRT, his stepmother scolded him badly when he came late. So stepmother डाल दिया तो most of us will understand कि negative चीज है. But again, if we will come late, even our own real mother will scold us. So ignoring the negative, unnecessary negative which is coming in our brain because of the society's belief, because of what we have learned while when we were a child, ignoring those things, we have to write a response which is very positive. That is, apologize to the mother, comma, promise to not do it again, comma, happily convinced her, entered the house, never did it again. Right? So do not create any unnecessary problem. Do not create any unnecessary extreme. Do not entertain extreme ideas. Do not write those ideas. You have to be very balanced. Always choose the middle path, and that's how you can tackle the SRTs. So this is it from my side today. Thank you and Jai Hind.